former NOPD chief is back in New Orleans, working with the Orleans Parish District Attorney to fight crime.
Michael Harrison spent 4 years as a Baltimore police chief before recently resigning to create a consulting firm. Ashlyn Brothers reports.
I now know for myself what it means when they say, I know what it means to miss New Orleans.
Back together again.
Having a consultant who liaison to the police department is invaluable.
Both rose through the ranks, Harrison eventually becoming police chief of New Orleans, while Williams sat on city council.
A person who's been a champion of reform and public safety at the same time. That's who Michael Harrison was when he was implementing that consent decree.
Harrison will have a hand in the screening division, focusing on law enforcement referral review, which has to do with looking at and communicating with the NOPD about the quality and content of police reports to be used in the prosecution of cases.
There's a good deal of road in between establishing probable cause in the street to proving a case beyond a reasonable doubt in court.
Harrison is meant to sit in that sweet spot.
You've got 5 officers at a scene. That's 5 very voluminous recordings of every single crime scene. You've got license plate readers. You've got real-time camera. You've got Project NOLA. You've got all this data, right, that somehow needs to go from a crime scene, a police cruiser, to a file, and how that is processed is really, really important.
The DA's office is piloting a new community engagement initiative in the 1st, 5th, and 8th districts. Harrison is also focused on public safety intervention review, using a place-based deployment model to target violent crime and prevent crime migration, making sure officers are visible and know what tactics to use.
The things that lead to crime happening or creates an environment where it's easy for crime to flourish. If we can abate some of that and then anticipate where it could go, where it could be displaced, a block or 2 outside of the original area.
Harrison says this requires a partnership with the community. A lot changed during his tenure as Baltimore Police Commissioner, between the COVID-induced quarantine and mass civil unrest.
It has come a long way in 4.5 short years.
Williams says his insights will be critical to diverse recruitment, retention, and morale.
We have never needed Chief Harrison home and in this fight more.
Harrison says he has already had many conversations with NOPD Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick and looks forward to working with her. Starting in January, he'll put in about 30 hours a month as a consultant for the DA's office.